Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Music Village. And you know, one thing we forgot to mention during that Music Village update was the fact that I do believe we will have some crazy $64,000 questions involved for the Indie Radio Arcade as well. Now, something we should have mentioned, and for those who participate in it, you're gonna have to sign a waiver for it. Just a warning. Just a warning. And I guess with that warning out of the way and the maestro laughing saying, when do we give waivers to anybody who do the $64,000 questions on a weekly basis, and he's right, he really is, I think it's time for us to go ahead and talk about what we think is going to happen for this Sunday's pay-per-view from NXT, only known as NXT Takeover, in your house. And for those who don't remember this pay-per-view, you're not the only one, because this pay-per-view, the last time they would have one would be in February 1999, just before the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which was well over 21 years ago. So I got a feeling a couple of you weren't alive or too young to actually remember how this pay-per-view went. But there was one instance where somebody actually won a house in the said pay-per-view of In Your House, which was nuts. And to make it even crazier, folks, the person who won was a 12-year-old boy. I'm not kidding. Go look it up. I mean, not right now, but definitely go look it up. But besides all that, folks, it's now time for us to see what that first match is, which is none other than Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Knox going one-on-one against Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. Now, I've been told before I got the name wrong, and it's actually Raquel Gonzalez, but I see a Q in there, and my brain don't know how to process it, so yeah, Raquel Gonzalez it is. But besides all that, the only reason this match is going down, not only because of the constant interference of none other than Dakota Kai in the business of Shotzi Blackheart, but you also got a little bit of unfinished business between not only Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai, but also Mia Yim, who wants to get her hands on Candice LeRae. So there's a lot of bad blood in this match, and who do I think is going to end up winning it? Well, even though I really do like Shotzi Blackheart and that miniature tank she brings to the ring, I got a feeling that Candice LeRae and company is going to end up winning this match, mostly because Dakota Kai is going to do something sneaky, Raquel Gonzalez is going to take advantage of it, and Candice LeRae is going to get the pinfall off of it, making all three of them as a Charlie's Angel group of cheaters who's going to end up winning this match. Best metaphor I could use to describe it, and I definitely feel like they're gonna win because they're gonna cheat. Trust me. Not them, but me. And the next match to take place on this card is none other than Keith Lee going one-on-one against Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. And the only reason this match is going down is after Johnny Gargano, along with Candice LeRae, who decide to pick on Mia Yim for wasting an opportunity in NXT, would see Keith Lee coming out to the rescue of Mia Yim and challenging Johnny Gargano to a match for it. And not only getting the crap kicked out of him, Keith Lee that is, for making fun of Johnny Gargano and their dinner of doom like they usually have, like if they were the Super Friends or something, it would lead to this match. So who do I think is going to end up winning? Well, after the performance Keith Lee pulled off against Dominic Dijakovic and anybody else who tried to step up to him for that NXT Championship, I'm going to have to give it to Keith Lee. Even though Johnny Gargano is Mr. Takeover and is the resident all heart but no soul of NXT, yeah, when it comes down to that championship, Keith Lee really does step it up to the plate to prove that he truly is limitless. And Johnny Gargano's gonna figure it out firsthand at TakeOver in your house. And the reason why I think Keith Lee's gonna win. And the next match to take place at TakeOver in your house is none other than Adam Cole, baby! Going one-on-one against the Velveteen Dream in a last chance backlot brawl for the NXT Championship. And if the Velveteen loses this match, he will no longer be able to challenge for the NXT Championship while Adam Cole is in possession of the said championship belt that he's held for well over 1 year as of 2 weeks ago. And seeing the fact in most of these last chance matches where the person who ends up having that one last breath to win the belt, they usually win. So I'm gonna give this match to the Velveteen Dream to truly make his dreams come true by becoming the NXT Champion. And alongside with that, we'll have to say, even though the Undisputed Era will be in the house that night to try to help out Adam Cole to retain the championship, I got a feeling that it's not gonna be enough for him to hold on to that belt. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, I got a feeling that Dexter Lumis is gonna somehow kidnap him like he painted in the picture he did this week in NXT, or on NXT. Thank you for the correction, Mike. And the next match to take place at TakeOver is none other than Finn Balor going one-on-one against Damian Priest. And the only reason this match is going down is because Damian Priest, who wants to live forever like watching the movie Fame, decided to take out Finn Balor to truly make sure his name lives on in infamy, only for Finn Balor to say that he's not going to get the rub that night, but he's going to get squashed by Finn Balor and kneel to the Prince in the process. And with that said, and with the fact that Finn Balor has been on an absolute devastatingly mean streak as of late, I'm gonna have to give it to Finn Balor. Even though Damian Priest is a man on a mission and has been taking people out with nightsticks, it seems like that plan hasn't been working all too well for him. And I got a feeling for messing with Finn Balor and going after the Prince and missing in the process, he's gonna pay for it at TakeOver, so I'm giving this match to Finn Balor. And the next match to take place at NXT Takeover in your house is none other than Charlotte Flair going one-on-one against Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai in a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. Now, the only reason this match is going down is after Rhea Ripley would lose the NXT Championship at WrestleMania and Io Shirai would win a #1 contendership ladder match to decide the new #1 contender. During the match, Rhea Ripley, still pissed off about the fact that she didn't get her chance to really give it to Charlotte Flair, would attack her, and not only that, but Charlotte going after Io Shirai with a kendo stick. And once they had a #1 contenders match between Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai, Charlotte would interfere, giving William Regal no choice but to make it a triple threat match at In Your House. Now, with all of that explained, who do I think is going to win this match? Well, seeing the fact that Charlotte Flair's last name is Flair, and knowing the fact that she's going to do anything to win this match, I'm going to have to give it to Charlotte Flair. As much as I would want to see Rhea Ripley once again holding that women's championship, yeah, I got a feeling Charlotte's going to do something underhanded and win this match. Io Shirai might end up making herself crash and burn on the outside of the ring, and then Charlotte will take some form of advantage off of it. But yeah, definitely giving it to Charlotte. Even though I want Rhea Ripley to win, gotta give it to Charlotte. Mostly because her last name's Flair and she's the dirtiest player in the game. Just remember that. Remember that. And the next match to take place at NXT Takeover that I got a feeling it's going to be the main event outside of the NXT Championship match. It's going to be none other than the Black Heart of NXT, Tommaso Ciampa, going one-on-one against the Herald of Doomsday, the Universal Arbitrator of Suffering, the Devil of Monterrey, and whatever other nickname that he's picked up over the years, including the People's Executioner, and even the most vicious shooter in professional wrestling, Karrion Kross, with Scarlett in his corner. Better known as the Silver Surfer of Doomsday, not because of her hair, but wherever she goes, Doomsday surely follows. And the only reason this match is taking place is after months and months of cryptic videos online delivering doomsday and danger spreading across the world. None other than Killer Kross, better known as Karrion Kross, would decide to target Tommaso Ciampa and finally make his debut by dive-bombing people on their heads and leaving a path of destruction through the universe of NXT. Only for Tommaso Ciampa to come back, challenge him to a match at NXT Takeover in your house, and for Karrion Kross to continue to dive bomb people on their head, including one Bronson Reed, who is a 300-pound man that he picked up like it was nothing and dropped him on the back of his skull. So, who do I think is going to win this match? And it's a no-brainer, folks, because I got a feeling after this match, his brain's definitely going to get scrambled. I think Killer Kross is going to win this match. Karrion Kross is going to win this match. Now, the reason why? Well, let's just say after the match that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa had, that Tommaso Ciampa decided to show compassion and apathy during that match, it's gonna ultimately cost them during the set contest, because if you take one false move against that 6'4" man, he will drop you on your skull, squeeze all of the oxygen out of it, and leave you lying in the middle of the ring. And not to mention would say that it's the hurt business, and any form of compassion will be met with extreme execution. Now, he didn't say exactly like that, but let's just say Ciampa's gonna be in for a long night. And by the way, with somebody who had a prior neck injury, why would you go after somebody who drops people on their necks? But hey, who knows? Tommaso Ciampa might be fine after all of this. He may be just fine. With me and the Maestro just shaking our heads and not believing that one bit, because he's gonna be changed forever after this one. But who knows? Anything could happen in NXT or in the WWE, and like we say all the time during the end of all of these match card reviews, good luck to all the competitors, don't get hurt, and put on one hell of a show that none of us will ever, and I do mean ever, forget. Especially with all that's going on in the world right now, we definitely need this. So, good luck, guys and gals out there. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into that music once again, and when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.